So you're thinking of starting a new Minecraft world, and believe me, I've been there a lot of times. But recently, for about the past year and a bit, I've been playing on the exact same world, making new cities, new towns, new houses, and all this awesome stuff while not getting bored and staying on the same world. So today, I'm going to be showing you how to start and continue a Minecraft world properly. The first thing you're going to want to do is before you even create the world, decide what world you want to play on. Now, some people like to do it so that it's completely random, but you can actually choose which world you start on. If you want to start on this world, it's really, really easy. All you have to do is work out what the seed for the world is. The seed is basically a randomly generated number which is assigned to a world. For example, this Minecraft world, its seed is this long number. If you copy paste that into your Minecraft world startup thing where you can create a new world, if you copy paste that into the seed, you'll start with this world, not with the buildings, but you will start with the terrain and all of that. So that's cool. So a way you can actually look at a Minecraft world without having to create it and without having to choose a seed, you can just search through seeds and find them that way, or you can just go on Amidst or Mine Atlas, which is the site which lets you look at a top view down of a Minecraft world. So if I put this seed into my lattice, which I'll do in a second, it'll show me a top-down view of the world. It'll show me the biomes, and if you want, it can show you the villages, but I prefer not to do that. So yeah, you can look at the Minecraft world before you even are in it, which is great, because it lets you actually choose and pick a world that suits you. If you want a Mushroom Island one, just look up Mushroom Island seed, copy-paste it into Mine Atlas, and you'll be able to see it from a top-down view. It's perfect. So let's quickly go and look at what Mine Atlas can do. This is Mine Atlas, and it's a really, really helpful tool for looking at your world from a top-down view. Now, if I copy the seed from my Minecraft world and paste it in here, and then click Set Seed, it's going to show me a top-down view of my world. Now, granted, it's going to take a little bit of time to load in, but that's perfectly fine, and it'll probably load in quicker. If you have a better computer than me, I just use a pretty bad laptop. But on the side here, you can see all these buttons that show you different stuff. So if you click on this, it'll show you the ocean monuments in your world. Click on this for the desert temples, slime chunks, witch huts, jungle temples, and likely villages. Now see that this is called likely villages. So it may not have a village, but more than likely it probably will in that general area. So I've just got my player and spawn ticked. So this is where I spawned in my world. It was a forest / tiger extreme hills, and it was a really good place. Now that's not where I am in this part because I'm actually 4,000 blocks away. So yeah, but if you just zoom out a bit more, you can actually see like some of the generation here is really, really nice. I'm basically on this huge continent kind of, but over here, if I wanted to, I could set up here, go on a savanna and a mesa, and just have this one bit of island as my world. And I believe where I am now, I am extremely far out in this direction. There's a frozen river, cold tiger over here. Now this is where I'm going to set up in my Christmas part of the world, and this is very far away. And now you might think, hey, what about these areas in here? Now, these might look really small, but they're actually probably a good 200 blocks big. And this can be great if you want to set up. Just look at this. Plains biome, and even a bit of beach plains over here. You could set up all these islands, attaching them together. Now, on Hermitcraft, Season 6, they had this almost, it was not a mushroom island. I forget what it was. It might have been Season 7, actually. I don't know. But there was a mushroom island in the center where the shopping district is, and then all around it are the other islands. So they probably used mine islands. I don't actually know. They probably did. And yeah, it's pretty good. But it's a really helpful tool. I didn't actually use it for my world, like I say. I just wanted surprise. And you can do that if you do want surprise, by the way. You don't have to use mine atlas. But I would just recommend it as a tool over other stuff. And yeah, let's get back to the other parts of the video. Another thing you're going to want to do is make sure you don't get bored. And that's easier said than done, believe me. I've swapped worlds many, many times. But an easy way to do this is to have more than one project going on at the same time. This is my village for Blazers World Season 2, but I also have a whole, 3 more towns in the Season 1 part of the world. If I get bored here, I'm going to go back there and build over there, because then I have, multiple projects to bounce off of, different building styles, different block palettes, and then it won't get boring. If you're bored of creative, or not creative, but, building in general, why not take on an ocean monument, woodland mansion, fight the ender dragon again, beat the wither? So there's many, many things you can do. But that's how you continue a world. Now, how do you start a world? Once you've picked your seed, load into the world, and I'd say for the first 2 hours, the main thing you want to do is gather resources and make a starter base. But even more important than that is find a place you want to set up base. If you stick to that one place and just build that place up gradually, then you're going to have a really, really good chance of continuing because you're focused on one spot. And another thing you can do if you're bored of building houses, like I did here, build a wall around your world or village, and then put in some custom trees like I've done here. Make some custom lighting, put grass in, make a pathway. All these things don't involve you actually building houses, but they expand your town and village so you can continue not getting bored. If you're bored of houses, again, I made this flower field plus a little sweet berry farm. It's really cool. Speaking of farms, you can build all magnitude of farms in Minecraft. Mob farm, iron farm, flower farm, melon and pumpkin farm. Any farm you can think of, it probably exists. So if you're bored of building houses, build a farm. Now, for starting a world, if it's your first time ever playing Minecraft, I reckon you should go into the game without knowing anything. And that might sound not very smart, but trust me, it's going to make your experience a lot more memorable. I look back on my first ever time playing Minecraft, and I remember how fun it was, because I literally knew nothing, I was building terrible stuff, and that's all part of the fun, because then you can really look back and see how much better you've got in Minecraft. So yeah, if this is your first time playing, start a brand new world, don't bother looking for a seed unless you really want to, and just go with it. This seed was randomly generated, so I got pretty lucky, I think, because I really do like this seed. Now, if you're bored of, again, building and survival, why not do some role-playing in your world? Like, make a story, make lore in the world. I've got the whole blue sheep lore going on in my world, and I intend to continue and expand that as I go on. And if you're bored of survival Minecraft, do creative Minecraft. Create a creative world. I've had the same creative world for a while. Granted, I don't play on it as much as survival, but it's still really fun if I ever want to plan a build, or just test how some redstone works, because I really can't be bothered to make all the tricky redstone stuff in survival. It's actually a great idea, and if you're on a long travel trip, I find creative's the best way to do it, because you can't record on the plane, really, because, stuff. But, yeah, so it's great for, like, planning stuff out, and I would definitely recommend having just a creative world that you can always build on. It's not as important that you stick on the same world, but, you should probably have one. And the reason I try and stick on the same world is, like I say, I can definitely tell how much I've improved. If I go back to my episode 1 of this series, which I've done like 57 episodes on this world, which is over a year's work. If I go back to episode 1, A, I sound different, and B, I build different. I actually would build my start house pretty differently, and maybe even make it way bigger because it's pretty small, and probably even change the style, and that's just in 1 year. But if I have this world for 3, 4, 5 years, you can just tell like how much is going to change in that time, and I'm really looking forward to it actually. I can't wait for the time where I've been in this world for like 5, 6, 7 years. Also, you might break the record for the longest survival series ever. You never know. It's really, really, really fun to do that and just have one world forever, because I usually find myself having a world, playing on it for a month, and then switching. So yeah, if you can, I would recommend staying on the same world. Now, this is a lot easier because I'm making videos for YouTube. If I wasn't making videos for YouTube, I don't know if I had the motivation to continue. I honestly don't know. But yeah, like even if you're not making videos for YouTube, try stay on the same world. You can show your friends. In fact, why not make a server? Play with your friends. Make a survival world with like 4 other people. And that'd be really, really fun in my opinion. I've done that a lot of times with my friends. They haven't continued because, time restraints and people getting bored, but it's been fun while it lasted. So I'd recommend doing that. Now, as for just general survival tips in your world, I would recommend getting iron gear, a shield, and a water bucket on your first day if you can. You can get armor if you want, but a shield is going to help you survive the night so much if that's what you're worried about. Also, yeah, iron armor, that's more like second, third day stuff. On your second and third day, I want to see if you guys can build up your own starter base. If you have a picture of a cool starter base, send it to me on my email, UrBoiBlazer@gmail.com. I'd love to see it, and it might get featured in a video, so definitely do that if you want to. But yeah, second, third day, try and make a cool starter base, and then as the days go on, you'll find yourself doing stuff like exploration, finding diamonds, expanding your village town, just gathering blocks, and just finding out about your world even more. If you want to do something that takes minimal effort but looks great, create a map wall of your world. This will let you see, again, basically a top-down view of your world, but you can't see it on Mine Atlas, of course, because Mine Atlas doesn't take into account the builds you've already produced. So this area wouldn't have any of the wood and stuff I've made. This would all just be grass and water. So it's really, really cool that I've done this. That's pretty much all my tips, guys, for starting a brand new survival world. Just try continue with it if you can, because I think that will pay off in the long run, and it'll be better than starting a new world. Now, some things may cause you to start a new world, like a new update. I don't know if I'm going to start a new world at 117, because I'm going to have to travel far away for a new cave generation. But I really do want to continue with this world if I can. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this gave you some form of tips, tricks, or just help. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!